Okay, we're back. Hi. Is this live? Is it live? I have no idea. Oh, it might be live. It might be. It's live. Yes, it's live. There's no one in the room, but it's live. Well, that's the thing. Let's see how successful my stream goes when it's not as announced as the last one. This should be interesting. So, here's the thing. This is mostly for anyone who watches this video after the fact. So I put up a poll in Twitter to say, you know, like, I'm thinking of streaming again tomorrow. I know I said I'd give it 2 weeks, but thinking of streaming again tomorrow because I had fun and I enjoyed it and I want to give it another go. And I was just like, what do you guys want me to play? You know, do you enjoy Anno 2205? You know, do you think I should do more Anno? Do you think I should do something else? And 8 people voted on that Twitter poll, and I was like, that's surprising in and of itself because I was not expecting 8 people to vote on that. Apparently, I have more followers kicking around than I thought. So that was surprising, and then so I had 8 people vote. And it's really annoying because Twitter polls don't tell you how many people voted. They just tell you the percentages, which is great if you just need to know the most of something, but sometimes you want to know actual figures. Anyway, working it out, I think 1 person voted for more Anno, and 7 other people voted for something new. And I said in the poll, if you want something new, leave a comment with suggestions. I got no comments. So I was stuck with everybody was saying do something new, but no one left suggestions. So for your own inadequacies, I'm just going to stream more Anno 2205. And you're going to like it, and you're going to lump it. And if you don't like it, I guess you don't have to watch. Well, we got 1 viewer, so that's good. Hello to my mysterious viewer, whoever you are. I'm sure you're having fun and doing all sorts of different things, and who knows what's going on? I certainly don't know what's going on. I never know what's going on. So hello to you. Feel free to post stuff in the chat if you want to actually have a conversation with me, because you're the only one here. So, you know, we can actually have a conversation. I'm very approachable, and I'm very new to streaming, so you'll have to bear with any technical problems or issues that we have. Anyway, let's get into the game now, because that is why we're here. That is why we are doing this. We've got to get into the game. So I need to do some stuff in the Arctic area, because when I last left off, I was just starting to build up the temperate area that I've got, and that's nice and big now.
Excellent job, my friend.
Hello.
I am proud of you.
I've also tweaked the audio from last time.
I like to get out of the office when
apparently I was very
it's
loud.
good to see you. Interested in a little job.
And certain people that I live with in the house were very angry with me at how loud I was. So I'm going to try to be a bit quieter this time. I'm going to try not to be as noisy and all that stuff. Right, what the hell am I doing? I have no idea. Let's build some stuff. Why not? Okay. So, when we last left off, yeah, as I said, I was building the temperate stuff. That went quite well. And I showcased what the city could end up looking like after the fact. Do we get thrown into a thing now if we upgrade this? I think we probably do. I'll leave that for a bit. I don't really want to leave the spaceport unupgraded too much. What's this? Attachment workboats. That's something I can do. Here we go. You definitely want to spend at least some time working on these things, because usually every once in a while you'll hit like a roadblock of something you can't complete, or you've got to wait for some timer to count down, which can be really, really annoying and inconvenient. Can we move that down a bit? Make it a bit... Hold up. Apparently not. No, it's got to stay there, but that's fine. How are we doing enough for everything? That's good.
Object attached.
Those. We need more people for that. The Arctic area is really, really finicky. It gets a bit... Once you've, like, unlocked some of the later... I think I mentioned this last time, but once you've unlocked some of the later buildings, it gets a little easier to manage, but it's really, really finicky. And it's very annoying, but I'll deal with it. So we've got more of those. So we really need to build more fish buildings, because apparently that's the thing. And we don't have enough. We don't have enough people. This is the thing. It's that 50-50 split of you need more of these buildings in order to attract in more people, but you often run out of people because you need, and you end up doing this sort of really, really annoying juggling act. And we need, and see, now we need power, and now we need more people because we don't have enough power. And this is the problem you start getting in, where you will very quickly find yourself juggling way too much for what's actually available. I think I'm gonna build... Nope, that's the wrong one. I think I'm gonna build... If I build that there, it's gonna complain. But that should allow me to build some more houses. Hopefully then that will bring in more people. Yes, I know. And if we're lucky, we can build another one of these. That's gonna take a heck of a lot.
Goods transport facing delay.
Shh.
Cause.
Stop complaining.
Transporter shortage.
Oh, hello, Shark fan. You made it. Hi. How you doing? You all okay over there? Yeah, getting some viewers in. That's good. Yeah, I know I said I was going to wait for 2 weeks, but I changed my mind because I was having fun, and so I wanted to do some more streaming, striking while the iron is hot, such as it is. So if we build that, we're definitely going to be low on people.
Still sticking by the corporation. You could have a voice in world-shaking decisions, you know.
People around there. Maybe that'll give us just enough people coming in to offset that. It's a tricky one.
It's cold out there, isn't it? Come in.
Oh yeah, that's one of the things we need to do. Ah, yeah, that can get us more people.
New
Please don't
blueprints
put me
ready
into
for
a...
implementation.
The climate.
Oh god, it did.
Earth barely healed wound. Let's see what happens.
I couldn't remember if it was now or if it was after a bit that it was going to throw me into this goddamn...
manipulation detected.
Systems not responding. Stabilization values approaching critical level. They
you
have
know,
the whole climate
RTS
stabilizer
level.
network under their control.
Yeah, they take over the climate
You are
stabilization
responsible for
stuff.
this.
And
It's the lunar
obviously
licensing program that brought those
that's not
terrorists
good.
here. Consider our support suspended.
Oh
and
no,
keep
they're
out
not
of
going
our
to help me
affairs.
anymore. We'll be fine. We'll be completely and totally fine. Are you working on an essay, are
We
you?
have to
Good luck with that.
interfere, official admission or not. Enact a hacking counterattack against the Orbital Watch's jamming stations. Or destroy them, if you must.
Okay, so we have stabilized that. We've got
Consumer
like one
analyses
person.
show unfulfilled demand for specific
Yeah,
commodities.
I know. We'll work on that later. Okay, so this is what I was saying last
Preparations
time
for
about
spaceport
how
upgrade completed.
after you've done that first combat zone, which is the only one that you are required to do, like you have to do that one, you can, as you can see here, it says you can achieve victory in crisis sector, blah 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 blah, or you can just level up your corporation. So if you don't want to, for instance, I could literally just, if I gain another 100 people, it wouldn't be a problem, and it would literally cross that off the list. Just do that. I am going to do the crisis sector because why the hell not, right? There's literally no point not. I just very quickly come over here.
Object attached.
Object
Look,
attached.
I got a job, but it might get kind of violent, you know?
You'll be fine. Oh yay, my email thing's blinking. Do I have email? Is my life now valid? No. Just bloody advertising. You once bought a comic 6 years ago. Here's every comic that's ever come out. You should
Your
buy those
decisions
too.
were good, and your performance is even better. Well done.
Well done.
What brings you out here? This is too good to be true. My friend,
Okay, we'll
I
deal with that
have
one
a
later.
job
We'll deal with that
which
one
you
later.
might like.
Okay, let's get to the crisis. Is it that one?
Secret military information.
Nope, not that one.
Look,
Is it that
I'm
one?
no good with guns. Mind taking the field for me?
Yes, we'll do this. We'll do this, and it should be fine, and it will be good, and it will be what you're supposed to do in Anno
There.
2205.
See the mess? Transmitters generating interference all over the place, plus battleships to guard them. I'd like to hear Dr. Maverick explain just how we're supposed to cope with such a force exactly. Glad you're not letting us down here.
Yeah, so we'll just
Long
come
ago,
in.
people believed
We'll
that
kick
the
their
moon
asses.
controlled the weather. We will prove them right.
Oh, will you now? No, you won't. I'm better than that. Right, let's go kick some asses.
Open fire.
Back everything.
Green to go.
Collect up all the goodies. That's what what we're here for. 'Cause that really is. Oh, excuse me, my nose is itching a bit. That is really what
The
these levels
increase
are
in
about. It's got
violence
nothing
is
to do
alarming.
with defeating the combat stuff. It's about
Right.
collecting all the goodies you get, leveling up your fleet, and
I could really
doing all
use your
that
help.
stuff. That's really what it's about. So we've got deliver a support fleet. That's easy. Lost containers on land and use the. No, lost containers on land we can do outright because they're just sitting there. And they should be dotted around the ice somewhere, maybe, perhaps, probably. I mean, the levels are kind of big, so you often have to go searching for them. Let's see what we can find. Oh, there's one. It's nice that they glow sort of light blue in a map that is almost entirely comprised of light blue ice. That's a really good combination, isn't it? There's another one. I probably missed a couple because I wasn't sure what I was looking for. Because the things you pick up, they have slightly different looks depending on what the actual.
Well, you certainly
there we go.
advocated our position on the matter,
Yeah,
even if it was through heavy fire.
Target acquired.
Yes. Okay, so we'll just wander around. We'll blow the ever-loving crap out of things.
Green to go.
And we'll have lots of fun. Of course, in this level, we don't have
Target acquired.
John Rafferty backing us up, so we now have to be a little more careful. We have to be sort of edge forward, area by area. We have to make sure our ship can help. I'm playing on easy difficulty
Open
because
fire.
until you level up a bit, it's actually better to stay on
Here
the
they come.
lower difficulties. Although you don't get as much stuff for it,
Clear
you know,
for
you
action.
kind of, it's like,
Repair drones launched.
Weapon systems online.
that could have been quite bad. Last thing I want to do is lose a ship. You gotta have quick
Underway.
reflexes and stuff like this. So, how are my two viewers getting on today? You doing okay? Shark
Affirmative.
fan, you're working on an essay apparently? That's nice.
Self-repair. Running.
I'm surprised you like the sound of my
Affirmative.
voice to like listen to, because I'll be honest, I don't like the sound of my own voice. It's something I've gotten a bit more used to, thanks to
All
like
hands
having to edit
engaged.
all my YouTube videos. I can accept my voice. I still don't like it.
Here they come.
I find it annoying. Apparently, most people
Target
agree.
acquired.
So that's a thing for you.
Green to go.
Okay,
Affirmative.
down here. We've got enough stuff to drop off there. Deliver.
Unloading finished.
You are badass.
Yes, I know I am. I'm just that good.
Green to go. We're sinking.
What? No! Damn it, I wasn't paying attention.
Repair systems online.
What was the other thing I had to do? Oh, use the wave mine. Ah, yes, okay. Do that 5 times.
Copy that.
Can't believe I lost a ship. I'm too busy talking. That's the thing. Half my attention is now
systems
focused on
online.
talking to you guys out there, and that's the problem. That's why I'm losing.
All hands engage.
I'm normally much better than this. Actually, no, that's not true. Usually I'm sort of half-assed
All
at this
hands
game.
engage.
It's not a big problem. It's just one ship. And if memory serves, that ship is like, I think that's the, like the fastest ship that you can like get out of the group.
things that we did.
And because of that,
Roger.
it tends to be the first one that enemies like target.
Roger.
Everybody hates their own playback voice. It's like your driver's license picture. Yeah, everybody hates photographs of themselves. Everybody hates their own voice.
Battle stations.
It's not good. It's not good.
Battle stations.
Just slowly edge our way around the map. One step at a
Weapon
time.
systems online.
I stand.
Green to go.
I wouldn't know about hating the driver's license picture. I don't have a driver's
Prepare.
license.
Running.
It's one of those things that kind of, it's on my to-do list. In order to, learn how to drive, you kind of need a job. Because obviously you learn to drive because of the amount of money these days. Like the most obscene amounts of money.
If you hadn't stepped in, it would have been disastrous.
And it's like, you know, you kind of need a job in order to be able to get a license. But most
fire.
jobs require a license to be able to just get to them.
Taking
So
care
it's
of
this
the
annoying
damages.
catch-22,
Clear for action.
I find. And it's very, it is annoying.
Launching. Nuclear missile.
Oh, I can use the shield.
Repair drones. Launch.
All hands engage.
I saw that guy's health going down. I was like, no. You will
Copy
not do
that.
this. Game audio is drowning out my commentary. Is it loud? Hang on a second. Let me just do some tweaking. Turn that down a bit. Is that a bit better for you? Is it quieter now or is it too quiet?
Roger.
Wait for the stream to catch up. Tweaked it slightly. It should be a bit better now, hopefully.
Launching. Nuclear missile.
Sounds better. I did actually turn the game audio down. I'm quite surprised that the game audio is drowning me out. It's probably because I'm talking a bit quieter. Because, like I said, when I started, I got annoyed looks
Copy that.
when I finished streaming last time because apparently I was very loud and didn't realize it.
We're under
Because you don't really realize how loud you're being half the time, let's be honest. Right, where am I going next? Let's go over here.
Copy.
Probably all the explosions. Yes, well, there's plenty of those.
Repair drones. Launch.
Everybody likes explosions. Just like everybody likes doom
Here they
buggies.
come.
That reference is probably
Underway.
too obscure. Well, then again, I don't know. It's a popular show, maybe not.
Battle stations. They're attacking.
They're attacking.
All hands engage.
Who cares what they think if you're having fun? Well, seeing as I have to live with them, I do kind of have to care what they think.
Copy that.
You know, it's kind of, you know, you kind of have to play nice with other people. So I'm trying to be quieter. Oh, I'm trying to be a little more subdued.
On our way.
I'm not going to be streaming as long today as well because seriously, that 2.5 hours last time that nearly finished me off. My voice was killing me. I was completely drained after the fact, and so yeah, I'm probably only going to stream for an hour or so, maybe 2 hours, hour and a half at most. I don't think I'm going to go as far as 2 hours this time. Because I also need to save my voice for tomorrow when I record my standard Let's Play
Full speed
episodes.
ahead.
Speaking of which, if you happen to have missed the stream, or if it, you couldn't make it last week, if I know Zero and Shark Fan, you two were both here, but if anybody else happens to have missed it, last week's stream should be live on YouTube, like right now, should be, hopefully, assuming it's alright. That took a long fucking time to render. I mean, 2.5 hours. I think it took about 2.5 hours to actually render. Fortunately, I just set it running. I was off at work, so I just set the damn thing running, and I was just like, okay, let it do its thing. Oh, shite. That's not good. I lost another ship. This not be good. This not be good. I will not lose this fight. I should really try to use the shield a bit more as well.
On our way.
Oh well.
Overhauling in progress.
Weapon systems online.
I think when I rendered some episodes of 4 Up, it took about 22 hours. Jesus Christ. Yeah, to be honest, I think that's the thing with like YouTube channels that takes the most time. It's just waiting for videos to render. It takes so fucking long.
On our way.
I mean, it's okay for some people who have like multi-systems and like, somebody does the editing while they do the recording, and for people who have like big groups of people that work on one channel, it's great for them. I'm just one fucking guy. I have to just do what I can. And it's not necessarily easy.
Open fire.
But I think I do quite well. Relatively speaking.
Self-repair. Running.
Green to go.
I mean, I do well in that I actually manage to produce YouTube videos. I don't necessarily... I don't necessarily do well in terms of actually having a successful YouTube channel full of lots of subscribers that actually leave comments on my videos. I guess that's just not what's going on. Okay, anything that I missed? Oh, yeah, a couple of things down here.
Affirmative.
There's only one more thing left and then the level ends.
Battle stations.
I'm glad someone appreciates it.
All hands engage.
Because, I mean, I would say it's disheartening, but to be perfectly honest, I kind of don't care. Like, it's not that I don't care in and of that my channel doesn't get attention. Obviously, I would like it to get more attention. But at the same time, I'm kind of okay with the fact that it is a small, obscure channel. Because it means that if my life ever does get busy and, I'm ever forced to stop YouTubing, like if I ever actually, God forbid, get myself a real fucking job, it would technically just make it easier to just up and walk away.
Green to go.
And of course it would technically make it easier if I decide to, if like a YouTube alternate ever rears its head. Yeah, to be honest, considering all the things that people bitch and moan about with YouTube, I'm genuinely surprised there are not any like serious YouTube, rivals. Like there was Blip for a period of time, but that closed. And I know for a fact that YouTube itself doesn't actually do that well. Like as a company, they're almost constantly making losses on their site, and they're struggling to find this balance between people and corporation, and it is hard for them. I don't exactly envy their job, but I guess it's just one of those things, Right, so we'll up those. Success.
Now how's the status?
Yes, I'm back. You can
I
fuck
must
off now.
admit, I underestimated you. My apologies. Be assured we will support you in your endeavors.
Yeah, you better. I just bailed your ass out of the
We
shit.
haven't seen the last of them, but the global union will not give in to Drake's demands. The lunar licensing program must continue.
Yay, that's nice. Whoa. Well, the rain arrived. Remember last week when I was doing this. And I said, stop that. And I said, oh, hey, look, it's snowing outside. Yeah, it's pissing it down out there now. Oh, I'll tell you what, last Thursday was not fun.
Provision of specific consumer.
The Orbital Watch presents a greater threat than we thought. Drake must have secret supporters. It's essential the Union shows a strong presence.
And last week, last week was really bad. I don't know if you know sort of what the weather was like here in the UK, but it was fucking awful. And I did actually have to go out in the snow on Thursday. It was friggin' Arctic conditions. Like, we occasionally get like snow and stuff here in the UK. It's never usually that bad.
Unfulfilled demand.
Right, so now we can. I think we can anyway. Can we? Yes, we can. We can create a transfer route. Now, this is one of the things that. Would you be surprised? A lot of people. No, I don't have them over there yet. Of course I don't. Yeah, this is one of the things that a lot of people complained about. Because in the previous Anno games, the idea is that you owned lots of islands and you had to run ships between the islands to maintain transport routes. And what they did is they changed it so that in this game, it's like, if you imagine like the map in Anno 2070 was full of islands and stuff, all these here, these are your islands. These are all your individual islands, and you go into them, you do stuff, and then you set up trade routes between them. Now, of course, in 2070 and previous Anno games, they were all like manual islands. You had to like you had to set up the trade route, and then it literally had to go back and forth. But in this one, again, everything's been sort of simplified, and it all comes down to just basic numbers, which is fine by me. Anyway, we need to build some stuff. Lots and lots of stuff. Fortunately, we don't have to worry about running out of... build that there. And build all that. And then that gives us... no, we're -8. So we need to build another one of those. There we go. Success. All positive numbers, actually. I just plonk that down there. Now it is a positive number. Now we can set up the transfer route. So you just transfer, because we need vitamin drink from there to there. We should probably only need, we say 15. That should future-proof it for a bit.
Being exposed to those freezing temperatures all day, your
the good thing about that
sure
is it gives us, kind of gives us free population in this area. So it's like, you know, we now have more people without having to build buildings to use people. You know, we're using people over in the other area. Like a sci-fi matter transporter. I don't think they're transporters. I think they're transports. I think they're actual, like, flying ships or even sailing ships. I don't know. You don't actually really see what they look like. Which, I guess that's a 50-50 on whether that's a good thing or not.
Attention.
Okay, right. Now we need to build these. We need to build them somewhere. There isn't one here, is there? Nope. Okay. Which means we need... let's go... where's my ship? There you are. Let's go over here.
On our way.
So what's the thing for that? I need to maintain a production surplus of this. Not enough by 1. Okay, well if I delete that temporarily... oh, is that going to that's going to cause a problem. Yeah, okay, let's not delete that temporarily. And we can just build another one somewhere else. Just to make him happy.
Very good. The custodians already gave you clearance.
Success. Okay. Because now we need to build... we start off with a lot of roads. Looking around here. And we'll build... first we'll build one of those. Just to satisfy area quest. And now we plunk down. Gee, these are the buildings that I really like to use because these have a much
Great. Our
larger
control and
area of
communication
effect.
systems in space will be operated with these interfaces.
Hopefully they'll have enough people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, you see now, they say I dropped it down. Technically didn't have enough people, but now that it's actually, come on, now that it's actually doing that, we'll be fine. Yay! Yay for successful businesses. Okay. We'll get another one down on that side. I think we can get rid of you now. Get rid of that. Build one up here. Are we that low on fish? Are we really that low on fish? Okay. And we'll build more people. Because apparently that's what we need. Ah, yes, okay, that's hang on, move that. That's why I was complaining. I wondered why we suddenly didn't have enough people to go around. Yay. And they're all happy. And that makes me happy. Happy, 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 happy. Because that needs another 3 minutes. Ah, yes, we need to build one of these. Drop you off there.
In times like these, it's important that people move closer together, especially with terrorism at our very doorstep.
I have no comment on that.
Can we still fit this into your schedule?
So what are we doing now? Track scientists. Yes, we need to upgrade them to the next level of human evolution. That's not evolution, but I think I'm gonna need one of those. There we go. You see, this is the thing, because these things have a much wider area of effect. Like if you actually look at, I'll just move that over here. You see, that's got a really tiny area of effect. You compare that to this area of effect, it's much bigger, which makes it much better, of course. Because it also doesn't. It also helps. It also helps that these eyeball things, these neuro implants, your temporal region residents friggin' love those. So you end up with hundreds of them needed, which is great because it gives you plenty of opportunity to keep building plenty of houses around. I think. Where do I usually? I usually do that. I think I do. Put that there. No, that's too big. Is that the same width as? Yes, it is. Okay, so I thought as much. Okay, so delete that and move it across one. There we go. The pulling mechanic can be a bit finicky. You've really got to yank buildings. Like you got to really just grab them and just pull them out of their foundations if you really want to move them properly. It's like the only way you can successfully do it. Nope, I'm gonna have to. That'll be fine. Build that. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Is that right? No, that's not right. That's supposed to be. Why is that 4? That's supposed to be. Oh, fuck it. I can't be bothered. I can't be arsed to work it out. Actually, thinking about it, should not be there. And yeah, that was supposed to be one across. That's my mistake. I'm trying to think specifically on how I. Ah, come on, there we go. Put you, say, there, actually.
Well done. You are doing even better than I had hoped.
Good for you.
I like to get out of the office when I can. It's good to see you. Interested in a little job?
And that should allow me to build 2 across. There we go. Success. There we go. You see? Now it looks much better. You may have noticed I'm a little anal about where the buildings have to go. Yeah, I'm like that. That's just me. That's just what I'm like. Come on, there we go. And there. In fact, if we cut that like that. Hang on. Don't complain yet. There. Much better. Now we need to build one of these here-ish. I think that was successful enough. We add an extra bit there. See if we can move you somewhere. Move you up. And then there. Success! Now everybody's happy. Nope, that guy down there is not happy. Why are you not happy? There, be happy. Everybody's happy. Everybody's going to be happy. Much better. Right. Success. We have people. So they got all that stuff. I'm assuming... Yeah, okay, we're still good on those. We are going to need more eyeballs in the future. Most definitely need more eyeballs. What are you complaining about? Collect spilling oil barrels with your vehicle. I can do that, I think. Just double check that that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't matter if it's 0. Nothing needs it to be more at the moment. Okay, so let's go do that quest. Big smiles, everybody's happy. Is that an... Ah, there it is. Collect that oil barrel. Doesn't tell me where they are, does it? Oh, yes it does. Yay.
Cargo, gather.
Cargo, gather.
Container loaded. Loading concluded.
If you're going to play this game, I really hope you like fetch quests.
Loading concluded.
Because that's pretty much all it is. Just lots of fetch quests. And then where am I supposed to take them? Ah, I'm supposed to take them here.
The oil barrels. Well, there is a lot
Success.
of residue when you dismantle an oil.
And now how this will work
Keep them for now.
is... I'm not sure how often it actually gives you. It's just production rate of 100. So I think it's like 1 per minute.
We should not meet for a while.
And you can then just collect basically free petrochemicals, which is freaking useful, seeing as they're like your special thing you need to do. Anyway, let's upgrade some buildings.
We'll find the answers for you.
How many do I need? I need 250.
As long as I can carry out my research, I'm okay.
So everything's all still in the positive. That's nice. They need stimulants, because apparently they're all junkies. We don't have enough for that yet. I need 250. Come on. We got enough people for 250 yet? Nope. Okay. Oh, really? Oh, wait, there we go.
We've completed the blueprints for the rocket launch pad plans and done a few tests. As far as we're concerned, you can start construction.
That makes me
The
very
blueprints
happy.
do look promising, but I spoke with John Rafferty, and there are some practical issues.
Of course there are practical issues. Can I build one of these, please? Apparently some people aren't happy about how this is working out. Actually, can I... If I build that across there, will that make them happier? It does not. Figures. Can we have more of those phone things coming in, please? Actually, that reminds me. Can I build one of those now? Yes, I can. Even better. In fact, I can probably build another one. Yes, success. Good, that'll keep the foam coming in. You must construct additional pylons. I don't know what that's in reference to. Additional pylons. Nope. It's not ringing a bell. Sorry, guys. Alright, so now we need to up these. So, no, I've never played StarCraft.
Look, I'd go myself, but all the noise and shooting and stuff.
I can promise you there are more games in the world that I haven't played than I have. I mean, don't get me wrong, I played a fair few, but I've not played a vast amount. So now we need more of these. Oop. I'm not a big fan of real-time strategies. I have a kind of odd love-hate relationship with real-time strategies. The thing is, I love base building, as you can probably tell by this. You know what? I'm more of a fan of construction than I am of, like, combat. So, you know, I like...
Countermeasures recommended.
I like, for instance, the Command & Conquer series, sort of. The only game in the Command & Conquer series I was ever really able to get into was Red Alert 2. It's the only one I've ever really completed without, like, cheating or something. And to be honest, the real-time strategy aspects of the Anno series is very light. Like, it's kind of non-existent, really. And, you know, like I said, there are plenty of ways you can play it without even doing that. So I would say I don't hate real-time strategies. I have a very complicated relationship with them. You know, they're perfectly fine, and you know, if you like them, great. But yeah, Anno is definitely closer to a city builder than it is to a real-time strategy. It's a city builder that has real-time strategy elements, as opposed to, you know, a real-time strategy where you can build cities and bases and stuff. One real-time strategy I really did like, and that was the Age of Empires series. I really got into the Age of Empires series for some reason, and I don't know specifically what it was about it. Because I remember back when Games for Windows Live was a thing, they had a sale on Age of Empires 3, and I'd never played an Age of Empires game, but the sale was Age of Empires 3 for 10 pence. Like, that's practically free. You know, you can't say no to a game. A full, complete game for 10 pence. You just can't do that. You can't say no to something like that. And so I played it, having never played Age of Empires before, and absolutely fell in love with the game. Pikmin is a real-time strategy. Yeah, Pikmin is a real-time strategy, but let's be honest, it's a Nintendo real-time strategy. And, you know, when you think about video games, if you have to add the word Nintendo there, you kind of have to take it down a few notches in terms of, like, difficulty and other things. You know, like, yeah, it's a game. It's a Nintendo game, guys. Not in a bad way. Totally not in a bad way. But Nintendo do tend to do things differently. And for the record, I do like Pikmin. I do think Pikmin is also a very good game. It's very enjoyable. What am I doing? Ah, yes, that's right. Need to build this stuff. And as you can see, these things are even better than the other.
The production is running? Good. Besides launchpad and shuttle construction, metal like this has many other applications.
That's nice. Yeah, Mario Kart is a Nintendo racer, Splatoon is a Nintendo shooter, Smash Brothers is a Nintendo fighting game. Yeah, that's kind of my point. It's Nintendo don't do things bad, but they do things different. You know, and it is something you have to sort of take into account
workforce too low
They're,
to meet
they're
production
coming in.
quota.
They're perfectly fine and happy, and everybody's good. Plunk another one of those down. Yep. Okay, okay, okay. We up all those guys. That should give us even more people. Oh, oh dear. Hold up. There we go. And plump that. And we might need another fish area. So many fish.
Construction options expanded.
Yee. And now we're low on friggin' bleeding. Everything's a juggling act, I swear. Okay, do we have enough people spare to... We do. We don't have enough foam. Come on, metal foam, please. Metal foam. There we go.
Consumer analyses show unfulfilled demand for specific commodities.
Yeah, I know. You need your stimulants. Bleeding bunch of junkies, honestly. Okay. I'm actually really curious what they're going to do with Age of Empires 4. Because, like I said, I mean, the Age of Empires series has been dead for so bleeding long. You could play StarCraft as a light city builder if you entered a two-player game and decided not to attack each other. You know, that is one thing I like doing. I also like turn-based strategies. Like, I'm a big fan of the Civilization series. Again, I mostly focus on building large cities and large empires, rather than building vast armies and going to war with people. And I will always try to find the diplomatic solution and try to go for the science-based victory rather than the military victory. I think that's just the person I am. You know, conflict isn't really in my nature. I'm not a competitive person. It's just not me, you know. Anyway, let's build that. And we'll build some of these. Whoops, that's the wrong button. I'm going to build some of these. And we'll start making people happy. Alright, +1 stimulants. Success. Oh, and we're not a plus coral.
Sorry, but I'm short on time. Anthony Goodwin, Secretary of Pan-Terrestrial Commerce.
There we go. That
It's
should
my
do it.
duty to inform you that your company is now listed on the world markets.
Yay!
Come to my office.
Oh yeah, that's right. I've hit level 10, haven't I? Yeah, you see, when you hit level 10, good things start to happen. Namely, you can access the stock market, which I'm not going to do today because that's a friggin' that's a can of worms I don't really want to get into today. I mean, it's good if you can handle it. But it's not so good when I'm distracted with other things. I may even just do that offline and then just explain it to you afterwards, because it's a bit annoying. Just a little bit. Hey, I get more blueprints. What I get?
Construction of new building types possible.
What new building types? I don't have any new building types. What did it say I can now build? I have no idea. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Oh, that's right. We need to build a transport route. So how many? +6. No, we definitely need at least 20. 15, 18, and one more. 3. There. Definitely need all that. Now we've got plus on that, plus on that, plus on that, plus on everything. Success. Okay, so now we've got that. There's 2 things we can do. First,
Spaceport
definitely upgrade that.
initiated.
Because it needs 26 in order to upgrade, but should have more than enough to do it for 1 minute. I love that line. I'm not going to bother reading it out because I'll sound like an idiot.
Spaceport expansion.
Okay,
approved.
that's that one done. And then we go out. Yeep. And we need to do that from there to there. 10 be okay? Actually, if I do 15, because I shouldn't need them in the other area.
That's the thing. The metal deliveries are coming in.
I also need
Phase 3 is within reach, but coordinating all the different branches of your space program will be a tremendous task. You will have to delegate some responsibilities, like it or not.
Yay, delegation.
Swift data processing is essential for your ground staff. Good thing you've planned ahead.
New transfer route delivers.
Here we go. Okay, so what are we doing? So we got super alloys. Are we pulling those in now? We are pulling in. I don't have 50 yet. Oh yeah. I forgot we left it looking like this, didn't we? Just grid. So much grid. It's neat to keep building the grid. Because apparently that's what we do here now. We just build grids. One question I do actually want to ask to the chat. When it comes to upgrading these buildings, what would you like to see me do? Because there are two ways, essentially there are two ways I can do it. I can do it in that kind of tiered structure, you know, where like all the upper ones are like the really tall buildings, and then it gets to the smaller buildings further down, like on the map I showed you last week. Or would you prefer a more sort of randomly selected scattergun type thing? Because both of them do look pretty decent. You know, one looks very, I don't really want to say natural, but it looks more like the place really just did sort of grow, sort of spontaneously, with one building going up and the ones next to it perhaps coming afterwards. Yeah, scattergunning does look a bit more natural. I think when I was doing that one where it was like line by line by line, I just wanted to do it. You know, I wasn't really thinking about how it was going to look. I just wanted to say,
new level of success reached.
You know, this is what we're going to do. Let's just fanning about with this for 20 minutes. Like auto ascend at 2070. Yeah, auto ascend. They do actually have auto ascend in this one. I think it's, if you click on this, you can just click this button and it will do. It basically creates a triangle around every one of these buildings. A triangle, a diamond shape around these buildings that sort of spreads the area of effect out. But you can enable automatic promotion as well. So they did actually keep that in, which was one of the more random additions that you don't really need, because like auto promotion was actually, I mean, it was useful if you were busy doing other things, but it was also annoying because sometimes if you left it on, you could really find yourself like lacking in resources when you needed them, because the computer doesn't like stop for anything. So you've got to be like careful about that stuff. But yeah, you can do the auto promotion thing here, and this actually tells you how many buildings you have. So I can currently upgrade 397 buildings. That number's only going to grow bigger as this map slowly expands and grows out. Which is of course exactly what we want. Well, it's what I want anyway. I don't know if it's what you want, but then I'm not asking for what you want. Nope, that's not right. Alright, nope, that's not it. Come on. I am considering doing the scattergun approach this time, because it... I know you say... Oh no, that's wrong. Damn it. I'm more inclined to do the scattergun approach. I know you say do it from the center, because cities tend to grow from the middle and then spread out, which is true. But that's not this kind of city. So I'll probably just do the scattergun effect, as I call it. Let's go across. I mean, we still got a while to go yet, because I don't know if you've noticed. It's like, yes, we've still got all this area to fill up. We're gonna be here a while. Actually, we're not going to be here too much longer, because like I said, I'm only going to stream for an hour. And I've actually got, wow, I've really already been streaming for nearly an hour. That is longer than I thought. It's amazing, time flies so much when you're having fun, doesn't it? So while I've got you here, considering I was complaining about this at the beginning of the stream, when technically there was nobody around, because it took about 5 minutes for you guys to trickle in. Are there any other games you want to see me stream? Because I asked on Twitter last night, because I had a poll, because if you don't follow me on Twitter you won't get these kind of things, but I had a poll to say, what the hell was that? So there's some loud noise outside, probably a prick on a motorbike. And it was I asked on Twitter basically saying, you know, what do you want to see me stream? You know, do you want to see me stream more Anno? Should I stream something else? And I don't know, maybe it speaks to the way people on Twitter just are, that I got like a whole bunch of votes. I got 8 people voting, which is actually more than I was expecting, so I suppose that's good. One person voted for more Anno, and 7 people, I assume, this is the annoying thing actually about polls on Twitter, is that they don't tell you the number of people who've actually voted, they just give you a percentage, which is like, okay, that's fine if all you're after is you know, just who has the most X or Y or whatever, fine. But if you actually need to know specific numbers, it doesn't tell you, which is a really odd way to do a poll, I suppose, but whatever. Yeah, so fortunately, as I said, there were only 8 people who actually voted, so it wasn't a hard job to work out how many people it was. So I had one person vote for more Anno, 7 people vote for something else. And I said, you know, if you want something else, leave a comment, let me know what that something else is, and I'll play it. Why the hell not, right? And no comments, which really didn't help. Like, you know, everybody wants me to play something new, but nobody gives me any ideas what. I did actually consider playing Stellaris today, because I've been playing that lately, because they recently had a big frigging update. Like, they actually changed to the 2.0 update on Stellaris. And it's like, it's rare games ever reach 2.0. You know, sometimes they'll hit 1.2 or even 1.5. But no, this was like a major change to how the core sort of gameplay works. Now, it didn't change like how you control units and things like that, but the core gameplay did actually change. It's pretty fun. I've been sort of derping around with that. What else have I been playing lately? I've been playing Astroneer, which is an early access game that I've been sort of dipping into. And again, they've also recently released a game that also fundamentally changes how that game is played. So I've been trying to wrap my head around that one as well. So all these games are changing, and I'm not sure if I don't like it.
Company trademarks grow.
I mean, I'll survive. I'm not as bad as that. Man, I can't even remember what review that was from. There's that Nostalgia Critic clip where he's just like, I don't want change. I don't want change. I love that clip. Because it's great in so many different scenarios. Like, just so many people bitch and moan about changes to things. Like, I mean, the people who complained about all the changes made to this game, and it's just like, yep, that's them. Just them all over. Completely, totally, and utterly. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions about... was that the Looney Tunes show review? I only ever saw that once. I never saw any of the new Looney Tunes show. I don't even know if it aired over here. We get so... We always get fucked over. Like, there are so many... Like, this is the thing. I've got Netflix. And because it's like, oh, look, everything's available on Netflix. Not if you live in the UK, it isn't. If you live in the UK, you get about 30% of the stuff that is actually available in America. I mean, we get some UK shows as well, which I suppose is okay. But, like, if I want to watch a UK show, I've got fucking television. You know, I still have a TV. I can watch a UK show on my television. But if I want to watch an American show, you know, I usually have to either wait about 6 years for it to show up on UK TV, or I have to find it online somewhere. And, you know, that usually requires dubious means, to put it one way. And so it's really annoying, like really friggin' annoying that Netflix just doesn't have whatever I want. And you'd think, yeah, it should kind of do that. That's the right one, is that right? Yes. You can set up a proxy. Yeah, but this is my point. You shouldn't have to do this. Like, this is the thing. If you're going to put something up on the internet, everyone should be able to access it. It should be like a principle of the internet or something. Like, the internet exists everywhere in the world, so surely you shouldn't... Yeah, I know it's a legal issue. I know it's like a licensing thing, because you have to get a license in order to show something in every single fucking country, because apparently they don't make enough money off of this shit already. So they have to charge countries if they want something. Like, it's every time I think, oh, there's a film I sort of remember seeing. I wonder if it's on Netflix. No. It's available on American Netflix, but you plebs in the UK can't get that shit. I'm just ranting now. I'm just bitching and moaning. Because, I mean, let's be honest, if you can't moan on a live stream, what's the fucking point? But anyway, yeah, what the hell was I talking about? Yeah, streaming, gaming ideas. Seriously, if there's any games you want me to play, even it doesn't have to be like a city builder. It can be literally anything, because the great thing about streaming is I can do games that are maybe a little trickier, that, you know, that would be trickier to do as a let's play, like RPGs, for instance. I am toying with the idea of a couple of RPGs I could play on a stream, because, like I said, streaming is just easier when it comes to that kind of stuff. They're all still coming in. Drop that off there.
Sacrifices must be made for the greater good.
Oh no.
It's nothing personal.
Where are they coming? Oh, for God's sake. No! South Park: The Stick of Truth. I don't own that game, so I would have a lot of trouble playing it on a live stream. It's hard to play a game I do not own.
Call for fleet.
Come on, fleet please, where are you?
Fleet on standby.
Where are you? There you are. Hey, it's my fleet. It's my face.
Copy that.
Here they come, rolling in.
Green to go.
Attack!
Green to go.
How many do we have to kill? 33. Shouldn't be too bad. Kind of annoying that they're all over here, right next to the fucking giant ass dreadnought. Haven't done Metro 3. Yes, I have done Zero Mission, actually. That is up on my channel. I was really annoyed, actually, because for some reason...
Clear for action.
The audio on Metroid Zero Mission cut out on the last 3 videos. And I don't know why. Like, I don't know if maybe I accidentally clicked a mute button when I was rendering or something, but by the time I noticed the audio wasn't there, I'd already deleted the original files, because I don't have a huge, like, vast place for storage. I do actually need to buy an external mount for one of my old hard drives, because it's like a 2 terabyte hard drive, and it's currently doing nothing because it's not plugged into anything. So I do need to do that.
Open fire.
Because that'll be a good place, because I'm kind of running out of space to store my YouTube videos, because I want to keep the videos, the final version of the videos, you know.
On our way.
For obvious reasons. Come on. Get together in a close, tight circle, please. Thank you. Alright, that's all that done.
Underway.
Let's move you out of the way. Let's dump you off here for a minute. Yeah, Zero used footage from my Zero mission Let's Play in his... was it Kirby's Dream Land? I can't remember which Kirby game it was. He has this long, I do mean long-running Kirby retrospective series where every once in a while he'll dip into one of the Kirby games and give it a sort of short review. It's a good series. It's not my favourite series of Zeros, actually. It's Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland, right? Okay, I couldn't remember which one it was. I knew it was one of the Kirby games, but specifically, no, couldn't remember. So that's fine. Yeah, personally, my personal favorite one that Zero does, and he knows this well enough because I'm always telling him, I love his commercial failure videos. And if you're a fan of just like, you know, if you like how ridiculous really old like infomercials and commercials and things like that are, give that series a look. It's easily his best work.
Have a look.
Yay! Look, now I can get free iridium.
So move your butt.
Yay, so that's that complete. Yay, 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 yay. Right, so now we need to upgrade this. No, we cannot upgrade this. Ah, that's right. Yes, I need executives. Shite. I was hoping I could upgrade it, but I don't have enough people. So, fuck that. It's just gonna have to go without. You've been doing it for 5 years. Really? You've been doing the Kirby series for 5 years? I mean, I know you had to take a break. You kind of dropped... Well, you didn't completely drop YouTube. It wasn't quite like me, where there was nothing for 2 years. But I know you had to step back from YouTube for a bit. Due to wanting to do real-life stuff. Or should I say, needing to do real-life stuff, not wanting to. Which is responsible. It's the responsible thing to do. You're definitely more responsible than I am. I mean, I could be working on a planned video I've got right now, but instead I'm streaming. You started the Kirby retrospective for his 20th anniversary, and now he's already 25. Yeah, it's a long-running series. Very, very long running. You know, running away constantly and forever. Hey, we got 4 viewers. That's a good number. Who have we actually got? Let's have a look at the viewer list, which is not loading. Oh, there we go. We've got Electric Skateboard, Shark Fan, and Snake. And of course, Zero, but he doesn't count because he's always here. Are there really that many Kirby games? If you did one every 2 weeks for the rest of the year, you'd be done. You know, I think you might need to reclassify what you count as a Kirby game. I mean, you know, just saying. How are we doing? Oh, no, we need more of that crap. You also talked about the manga, so you're kind of obliged now. Not necessarily. I don't think people would be that upset if you were forced to drop it. I really don't think they would. I know, obviously you don't want to, but, you know, just saying. It's only Kirby. And I speak as someone who has never played a Kirby game in his life. Although, I mean, if you think that's bad, I've also never played a Mega Man game in my life. So I suppose there's that. Not for any particular reason, I just haven't had the opportunity, you know. I have nothing against Mega Man. Although that being said, I did recently acquire a SNES Mini, and I have Mega Man X on that, which I've heard good things about, so maybe I'll play that at some point. Yeah, I heard there was a Kirby anime. But I mean, if you exist long enough, you get an anime made of you anyway, so, you know, that's just what Japan do. Because eventually they kind of run out of ideas after time, so they're like, right, what else exists? Let's make an anime out of it. So that's working its way through. Yeah, that's right, I need to do that, don't I? You know, you guys still haven't given me any suggestions of other games to play on. Kirby right back at you. Fair enough. Well, you guys are the experts, because like I said, I know nothing about it, so that's a thing. It's called Right Back At Ya because the acronym spelt K-R-B-A-Y. Kirby. That's not Kirby, that's Kirby. Sounds like a relative of Michael Bay, K.R. Bay. That didn't really work out. My head was like, there's a Michael Bay joke in there somewhere. Go ahead, try. There's definitely a Michael Bay joke in there somewhere. No, there really isn't a Michael Bay. Yeah, there's a Michael Bay joke in there somewhere. It was localized by 4 kids. Oh dear. Well, that's a death knell for any kids anime, isn't it? Yeah, that's kind of the Michael Bay of kids anime, isn't it? Really, 4 kids. He used to work for Kirby. Yeah, the door-to-door vacuum people. Oh, apparently everybody's worked for Kirby except for me. I have never worked for Kirby. In fact, I say with a certain amount of pride, I guess. Don't know if I should be prideful of that or not, but well, there it is. Don't, you'll lose money. Fair enough. I do some demolishing of any area that isn't completely gritty, because otherwise I'm going to be overwhelmed. Let's do some deleting. Why am I deleting these? I just remembered that if I don't at this stage, I can put them back in later, but if I don't, if I only keep... Actually, nope, should have kept that one. Crap. Basically, I won't have enough stuff to go around for all these people, so I have to delete stuff. And I forgot about that because I was thinking of my other game. So just delete any block that isn't actively complete. Why are you missing 2? What's up with that? There. So many houses, so little time. There we go. You just come sweeping in and demolish your house. What's that? You're living here? I don't care. What do I look like to you? Someone who cares? I am your lord and master. No, I don't think Kirby exists in the UK either. We have Henry Hoovers. You can buy those in the UK. I don't think that's quite the same thing. In fact, it's almost certainly probably not the same thing.
Great. And you can take care of this here, too.
Other games to stream. You could stream Kirby, seeing as we're talking about it. Well, I've never played a Kirby game before. I'm not sure if that would be a really good idea or not. I mean, on the bonus side, I've heard Kirby games are, like, really easy. So that's a thing. So I suppose it's a possibility. I don't know. My problem is I've got so many games on Steam, I literally don't know what to play half the time. It's really quite difficult. I mean, I'm always open for suggestions for Let's Plays and now stream games. I was considering, it's not out yet. I think it comes out, when does it come out? I want to say it's the 15th of March. There's another city building game coming out called Surviving Mars that looks really, really good. And I was thinking I might stream kind of like... It's the thing, I don't know whether I want to play the game like a couple of times just to get to grips with it before I start streaming, or if I want to just dive straight in, like stream on the Sunday having never played it before and just see how badly I do. Project Zomboid. I never played that either. I don't really know much about it. Is that other than the fact that I know it's a sort of survival zombie game, I don't really know that much about it. I know I had a friend who was obsessed with it once upon a time. I don't know if he still is or if he sort of fell out of favor with the game. Because didn't they have like problems during development or something? XCOM, and I can name my soldiers after people in the chat. That would only really work if you only have like 4 soldiers. Seems that's about as many people as I ever get in the chat. I don't think that would work. Yeah.
Corporation value has risen.
Well, I'll only stream for a few more minutes. I'm gonna sort of call it a day soon. Like I said, I'm only really going to want to stream for a little bit. I mean, I did originally say an hour, and it's already been an hour and 20. Name the others after other people I know. I don't know any people. Like you, that's it. They're the only people I know. I'm really lonely. It's really quite sad. No, it's not really sad. I don't care. But I don't know that many other people. I don't know. I'll think about it. I am always open to suggestions. You can leave them on Twitter. Because that's kind of the easiest way to get in touch with me. Because, you know, or you can leave a comment on YouTube when this video goes up. As I said, the last week's stream should already be up and online on YouTube. Yeah, I know other people. It was self-deprecating humor. It's one of the things. I'm British, you know. Self-deprecating is one of the things I do like really, really, really well. So yeah. Yeah, I should probably be wrapping this up now. Because I need a cup of tea. But I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope my voice wasn't too loud for the people I live with. I feel like I've been much more calmer and reserved. I was really hyped last week when I was streaming. Because it was the first stream, it was all very exciting and new. It was like presents on Christmas Day and all that stuff. So that was all good. So hopefully I've been a little more reserved today. In a good way. I hope I have at least been entertaining for you people. Because I mean, obviously, Zero, Shark Fan, you guys are like my main two. And I've had a couple of other viewers kicking around in the chat, which I am glad about. Like, I know that, I don't believe Electric Skateboard, you've been here pretty much the whole time I've been streaming, so thanks for that. Assuming you're actually listening to me and it's not like a bot or something. There's also someone in there called Dutch35. Hello. I'm calling you out. Leave a comment. Be polite. But yeah, so we've had people coming in, and I think if I played a more popular game, like I don't know what, I know that like Fortnite is the big streaming game at the moment. It's either Fortnite or PUBG, because apparently like battle royales are just, everybody's going friggin' nuts for them. Like I said, I'm not a competitive person, so odds are I would never play that. I've never played, I don't even own either of those two games, so those would be pretty hard for me to stream, I think. Yeah. So we'll see. But as I said, always open suggestions. You can follow me on Twitter, you can follow me on YouTube. Username's pretty much the same both ways. It's Oymon on YouTube, Oymon Gaming on Twitter, because Oymon was already taken on Twitter, and it was really annoying because it's a guy who doesn't even use his friggin' account. Ugh. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So yes, another successful stream. I will probably be streaming again next Sunday. I wasn't planning on making it a regular Sunday thing, but yeah, I don't see any particular reason why I can't. We'll see how I feel. It depends entirely on my mood, because obviously if I get ill or if something happens on Sunday, then I won't be able to stream, because real life, unfortunately, has to come first. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you, as I said, you can watch me on YouTube, or I'll see you in a week's time. So thanks guys. Bye.